Presented by Data E.
Welcome to part 7 of the Minnesota Fats Pool Legend Commentary. I honestly am unsure about where we're about to go into right now. Are we going into the extra games, or are we going into trick shot mode? Now, I think I do trick shot mode last. Yeah, we're going into versus mode, in which we get to see some extra games here. So we're going to start off with 14.1 continuous, better known as straight pool. So what is straight pool, for those wondering? Well, simply put, you have to score a certain amount of points, whether it's 15, 30, or 60. And what you basically do is you're clearing the board. But the issue is, you have to call your shot. And what better way to do it is to duke it out with Fats on a lovely jade green table. Jade green is a lovely color, by the way. If you have jade green in your palette, put it to good use. Now, the basic rules of call your shot is that every time you pocket a ball that you call, you gain a point. However, if you pocket more than one ball, so long as you pocketed the ball that you called, so like shot air, I called 15, but I also got another ball into the pocket that I wanted to get it into. So I ended up getting 2 points instead of 1. I think if you scratch, you end up losing a point. Don't take my word for that. I don't remember. But this is really where it shows the true skill of the game. And if you know what you're doing, you can never go wrong. Like here, I'm going to call 9 and put it in the corner. Ironically, I can do better with this as opposed to single pocket. This takes quicker for me to do than how single pocket does. And there's more of an irony to that, because normally a single 14.1 continuous game usually takes, I want to say, about 7.5 minutes to do. And I think that's per round. Yeah, because right now we're already 2 minutes and 45 seconds into this part. So yeah, as you can see, yeah, I'm just clearing the board. And also in the Saturn version, I think you're only required to get 30 points. I don't think it forces you to get 60. Heck, if we were doing 60, I'd be here forever. I don't want to have to do this more than I have to. There's also another odd rule with the way this is handled, because you don't necessarily have to hit the ball that you call. You just have to hit any ball that can help you pocket the ball that you want to. So even if I say like 3 in the corner, I can hit it using 7 and chain it with the 3, or use the 12, bank it off the corner, knock the 3 into the corner pocket. You see where I'm going here. I can do things such as that. It doesn't take too long. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, Fats is just, he's just teasing me now. He's already, don't rush the fat man. Fancy dance? What? You know, you're starting to give me jazz hands. You're starting to give me a Bernie Sanders debate expression, because in the debates, don't be surprised, because whenever you see Bernie Sanders raise his hands, he's shaking them like they're jazz hands or something. I like that. I like that gesture. It feels good. It has a good feel to it. Especially when you can get like a good like when you can clasp your fingers in a good manner afterwards. Just feels right. It's got good rhythm. Yeah, jazz hands. Can't get enough of the jazz. Can you even consider this music to be smooth jazz? I don't have a clue. Maybe I'd find out if I decide to go out to a regular parlor or my local bar. But I don't want to go to the bar. I don't drink. I just don't drink. Okay, in all due seriousness, though, going back to this. It's your dime. Yeah, these are all, like, catchphrases that you wouldn't... You don't hear these catchphrases elsewhere. He screwed up. Alright, that must have been a safety. Normally he doesn't screw up that badly, so let's see. I'm going to pocket 3 in the corner, and then I'm going to try to see... I think I go for 5 next. Let's see what I do here. 5 in the corner, yep. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Roya Fats going up against Minnesota Fats. Who would have thought? Who would have thought we'd see the day? Let's see, watch what I do here. Am I curving the ball? Really? Let's see how I do this. This doesn't look fancy. No, it doesn't look easy to do. Let's see how that works. Nope. Okay. Okay, that one was playing it safe. Now, standard disclaimer. When you pocket the 14th ball, the other 14 balls that were pocketed come back onto the table. Which means that if you're playing a 30-point game, at the very minimum, it'll try to cycle itself back. What I mean by that is that it'll cycle itself 3 times at the very least if you want to get 30 points. It'll only cycle itself twice if you manage to completely clear the board. If you completely manage to clear the board of all 15 balls in each cycle. So you can technically 2-cycle this, but most of the time it's probably going to be a 3-cycle. In this case, because I took a bit too many points away, or because Fats took too many points away, it's a guaranteed 3-cycle. So it's gonna, no matter how I view it, it's gonna always be mandatory for me to do this in the fashion that I'm trying to do it here. But it's not that hard. So what am I gonna knock in? You know what? I think here's what I do. I think I do a test shot to see what I can get, and then yeah, watch how I do 15. This is weird. It's a very weird shot. I hope I got that right. Yeah. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how that worked. Again, the physics of this game are weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're significantly better than the first game, but I just don't know how I don't know how this is done. But I'm gonna jump it. I think I'm gonna jump it. Yep, I'm jumping. Boom shakalaka. Man, it's not every day that we get to enjoy something such as this. I'm gonna jump in this one too, yeah, because that one just doesn't. That looks like an ugly shot from below. And yeah, all right, I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. I'm kicking Fat's anus. Who would have thought? Who would have thought I'd be doing this now? Yeah, don't try hitting that in the upper pocket. What are you, some special kind of crazy? No, I'm not crazy at all. I just do crazy things. Or at least things that some people might render as crazy, but still, at least somebody gets some form of enjoyment out of it, at the very least. So what do I do here? And, you know what? I think there's a reason why I did that. I think the reason why I threw it away was because I either took too long to figure this out, or because, or just because I was in a pickle. I was in a bad setup afterward. So yeah. So I'm gonna let Fats go up. I think he gets at least 16. I mean 16. It's a relatively close game, I think. Again, Fats knows what he's doing. Now, look right here. He can easily pocket the 2. He can pocket the 8. He can pocket the 9. Watch what he goes for. He's going for the 8. But he's doing this in the weirdest form possible. That's not how I would have done that. I wouldn't have gone for it that way. I can easily do a straight angled shot and still have gotten it. I could have done a masse and gotten it. But again, Minnesota Fats is perfect. Rudy is perfect with banking. He can bank the ball in some of the weirdest forms possible. I mean, he can give you some really obscure shots. Like, watch, he's going to do 4 in the corner, and that's a basic shot. But had he been even a little more to the left, he could have gotten a 13. He could have easily gotten a 13, but still. Gotta admit, dude's good. This dude is very good. I'm liking where this is going. His facial expressions are priceless, too. Okay, he's going for 2. Oh, he doesn't get it. Yeah, he would have needed a little extra firepower, but of course what I would have done is I would have hit it from the side. Unfortunately, that's not the case here, so I'm going to need some drawback. Yep. I'm going to need some serious drawback, and for good reason. Because worst case scenarios, had I done center or follow, would have fallen right through. So now I got to hit the 11. And I'm not going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm going to jump. Oh, I'm doing follow? Oh, alright. Alright, that's one way of doing it. Okay. I guess I know better than I guess past me knows better. It knows better than the duck up a good setup when you know you have it. What am I trying to do here? I'm not throwing this ball away, am I? Right English, left English? Make up your mind past me. Come on, what are you doing? Alright, let's see what I do here. Nah, I had to throw it away. But, you see, now that gives Fats a clearer shot, so let's see how he handles this. By the way, standard disclaimer, if this were a 15-point game, I would have already won. So, let's see, he's going for 13, but watch, what did he do? What are you doing here? Oh my goodness. He does an impractical method so that he can move the 3, the 6, and the 9 all into a better location. And he's going to pocket the 1 in an obscure pocket. Why would you pocket it in a corner? You could have clearly done it in the side. Yep, heck of my own sweet time. Take your time, Fats. I've got all day. I've got all day, Mr. Fats. Fine by me. Not many can put Fats away. That's true. Not many can defeat Minnesota Fats. But at the same time, not many can also defeat Roya Fats. So I guess we're both in our own ballpark here. Literally. I may be on his turf, but hey, at least I can fare up well against Rudy. And there goes the 3. Ooh, don't scare me like that, game. Don't do that. That ball was way too close for comfort. We're gonna chain the 10. Nope, I'm gonna jump it. Nope, not jumping. Yeah, that's a tricky shot. That's a tricky shot. You need to chain it with something. So yeah, chain it with the 10. And looks as if we've got a clear opening for the 7. Alright, that looks good. That looks good. I can do that. Alright, let's see how I do this. Yep, just exactly as I expected to. So I'm going to try to see if I can use the 10 to chain the 7, and if I do this just right, I can... What? No, that can't be right. Is my input file talking up? Really? Is that what I was... Nope. Okay. Okay, I knew what I was... Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, even if you hit the ball and it's a safety, yeah, you don't lose any points. Okay, that was a close one. That was a very close one. I thought I was done for there. I thought I was going to lose the ball. The ball would have been in his hand and... But yep, when you're duking it out with Fats, don't expect him to go easy. He knows what he's doing. So where is he pocketing? Really? He's gonna go for the same pocket. Okay, let's see what he does here. He's gonna hit it from the side, which... Nope. Do it away. Now I have two choices here. I can go for the 9 and pocket in there, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it, but I am centering the ball, and for good reason. Because now I get all the balls back. Everything now will seem a bit clearer. I have a chance to sink away. Yep, there you go. 3 points there. So yeah, now I can just work the rest of the board to my own bidding. So or at least at my own discretion. So what am I gonna try for? I'm gonna go for 15. Nope. I will switch around and I will instead go for 4. So how do I do this one? Because that looks like a very tricky shot. Yeah, there probably would have been no easier way to do it, so... Alright, Fat, your turn. I call them Fat. Sorry, Fats. Now, another odd thing, too, however, is that Rudy also had, he actually did have a good amount of weight on him. So it's not so odd to actually hear him be known as Fats. Some people call them Fatty, some call him just... Nobody ever called him anything other than that. So, I mean, at least the name he coined for himself fit what he was going for. Yep, he's not famous for nothing. That's true. Not famous for no reason. That's how you roll. That's how you always roll. Do things your way. You'll always come out on top. So let's see what he goes for here. Because I mean, he's really doing this very well. I mean, he's keeping up with me, so that's got to count for something. No, but just wait till the Saturn version where I just give a royal beating to the end of his game. Oh man, it just gets crazier then. Dewey goes in. Alright, we got a game going here. 21-16. 21-16. That's 100 years from now. I'll still be around. But yeah, I am 21. The year coming up is 2017. I think a lot of good will probably be coming out of it. It'll be a fun time. Fun time for all. Alright, Fats, what are you going for? Tough shot. All your shots are tough. I mean, look at what he's going for here. I mean, he's blockaded. Only an angled shot could get that right, and unfortunately he doesn't get it. So now I have a chance to finally seal the deal, put the nail in the coffin. And watch what I'm doing here with 13. That's a Fats shot. You know, ironically, you know, when you use the term Fats, that just means that, you know, you're good. means you're the master of that domain. So technically, you know, in this regard, I could consider myself to be Massachusetts Fats, but that just doesn't sound right. Massachusetts Fats? There's barely any overweight people here. I mean, sure, even if there are overweight people in this state, it's more or less because of the foods that we're serving are good people. But other than that, you know, I'm not overweight. I average about 189 to 196. The majority of me, however, is all pure muscle. So yeah, I can't really consider myself Massachusetts Fats. It just doesn't feel right. So that's why I'm sticking with myself, basing myself off of Minnesota Fats using Minute Roya. Sure, it might sound crazy to say at times, but you know, thanks to games such as this, and also thanks to my personal experiences with pool in real time, I think I could probably call myself that. I have a good win to loss ratio against people I've duked it out with over the years. I've got at least I don't even know, but I only have like a few losses, and those losses are in team battles, in team-based games, one-on-one or in multi-person, every man for themselves or every person for themselves kind of games. You know, I can last on that. I can last easily. It's not a problem. It's not as painful as some people might put it out to be. But yeah, but team matchups are usually where I unfortunately do horrible in, because if I have a bad teammate, then obviously I'll probably lose unless if I'm able to handle myself good. That's another fat shot too. And that's actually the one that gives me the victory over Fats. 30-17, not a bad matchup, especially against Game Over. Oh, jeez. It's kind of disturbing.
Presented by Data E.
But no, we're not done yet with this particular Raw. We're about to go into the next good game. This is my favorite game. This is Cutthroat. So in Cutthroat, you can have up to 14 players in this game. Actually, no, 15 players. You can have up to 15 players in this game. So everybody is locked onto a specific ball, or a specific set of balls. Like in the case of Pickens here, you know, he's got 1 to 5. In terms of me, I am locked on to 6 to 10. Player 3 is locked on to 11 to 15. Once all of your balls are gone, your game is over. The only way that you can get back in the game is if somebody were to scratch, which means that your other opponents get one of their balls back. And in the case of if you're playing like a 15-way matchup, it can really be ridiculous. Most of the time, it's usually people. Most of the time, like if you have like a very obscure number, everybody will be limited to a specific number. But you're usually only using 12 to 15 balls per game. Like if you have a 6-way matchup, you're only going to be using 12 balls, 2 balls per person. If you have 5 people, everybody will be locked to 3 balls, and if it's 7 players and if it's 8 players or higher, everybody's locked to 1 ball. That's how Cutthroat works. Cutthroat, if I had to say though, again, this is one of those games I would have at a pool party, just because of how fun it is to see how many people can last in it. It's not that hard. It's not hard. The British variant, I think, actually can give you color-coded balls that represent who's who. So, like, if, because normally over there they have, instead of solids and stripes like we have, they have reds and they have yellows. So, I would like to, so maybe, you know, a regular Cutthroat game could probably have, like, red for player 1, blue for player 2, yellow for player 3, green for player 4, and so on and so forth. Like pink for player 5, or purple for player 6, orange for 7, and so on and so forth. Kind of like the old Miss Pac-Man levels, actually, and the infusers from Mojo. That'd be cool. I'd like to see where that goes. Definitely like to see where that goes sometime. Let's see, now I've got 5 balls to go here. See, I've got 11, 12, 13, 15, and 5 to deal with now. Oh, that was a close one. That was a very close one, but I'm glad I pocketed 15. Now I can deal with the rest. So Pickens is out, unless if I screw up, which I don't think I do. I didn't see who was player 3, so... Got it. And the other 2 kind of speak for themselves, so... Angle it just right. Which pocket am I going for? Side or corner? I can't tell here. I must be going for side. No, I'm going for upper corner. Oh! Yeah, again, I haven't seen these raws in a matter of months, so I'm honestly surprised that I am actually doing this in the way that I am. But yeah, that's it. I won. I'm in first place. That was a good match. Game over. Yep, can't get enough of that game over screen. I can't get enough of this Sega screen as well. Man, I love that sound. I don't know. I don't know. I guess Marky Jester just... I mean, he's always had an everlasting impact on me with that Sega cue. It just sounds... I mean, it surges right through your darkened soul when you hear it. So, who knows? I can't say. But now it's time for 3-ball, in which you have to basically clear all the balls as quickly as you can, in as low of as moves possible. My personal best is 4. But I've never been able to get it lower than 4. If anybody can try to prove to me that it can be done, show me. Unfortunately, because of the way that this particular minigame was programmed, 3-ball requires 2 players. You have to have a second controller plugged in or else you can't play it. And that's kind of sad. I don't know why this is the one game where it only has manual control. I don't like that. It's depressing. But as you can tell here, yeah, we get to play as Mr. Lewis. So that's kind of nice. And I'll be truthful, I've never actually seen 3-ball in action. I've never seen it on television. I have not seen it in any online pool games. I haven't seen it really anywhere. This is a very lowly discussed pool game, and it's kind of depressing. Also, by the way, if you're wondering who's controlling player 2, that's me. Yeah, I'm controlling player 2 because, of course, I have controller port 2 locked onto my keyboard. So I thought, you know, why not just try to see if I can do it properly? And that's what happens. Yep. If you tie the game, it's just tie. It's a draw. Game over. And that's the end of that particular part, so we're going to be finishing up with the trick shot mode in part 8. So I hope that you'll see us then. Oh wait, I forgot, it's a bulk set. I keep forgetting I upload these in bulk sets. Ugh, gotta remember this. Gotta keep on remembering that. Either way, enjoy part 8, everybody.